There we go. Fantastic. We should be able to shove the zebra meat in. Open the door. Get him to confirm his reload. He's going to come and meet us a little bit. Way to go, bust open this. Hi! I'm going to shoot you in the face, as you know. Nice! Fantastic. Once again, the day is saved by me. Coyote. Ooh. Right now I'm the guy who's saving your ass. I see that, and I appreciate it. Goody. We need to get back to the Union. Mrs. Kubota has a med lab in the basement. No. No, I need to finish the other thing I came here for. I need to find something for Miss Delia first. A stash of gems. For you said you'd never do another deal with that man. Look. Paco, I need an excuse to come back here and settle debts. Figured I might as well get paid for it. Her voice is strong, but still, her body's beginning to shake. I'm gonna finish the job for you, missy. I can apparently talk to that. Do 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 do. Stevie J's, the late Stevie J's passcodes. What's in here? Some loose money. Old junk. I think one of these is something. Money and a med kit. Very useful. An advanced med kit, which is even better. So there's a safe in here somewhere. I think there's a gun in one of these. So I think that, unless, no, they grab the guns, didn't they? You come up through the elevator, I think you can quickly sneak in there and take something. Obviously that's a, I think. Can't really take that for 100%. Oh, hi. Shit. Good. Sweet. Alright. It could have gone a lot better. Precious gems. Fantastic. And this looks like a lovely kitchen. Filled with shit. And just because we're badasses, we're going to go down the elevator. And we're going to head to the Seamstresses Union. Straight back home. Despite Coyote's clear desire to stand on her own 2 feet, Paco needs to help her through the door of the Seamstresses Union. Heads raised in the front room of the bar fall strangely silent. Paco stands by her side now, not speaking, his dark eyes flat with fury. Coyote presses a rag onto a clawed-up face. She winces but manages to keep control as she breathes in slow, deep breaths to manage the pain. Taking a closer look, you see her arm isn't much more than shreds of meat and broken bone held together by tendons and burned skin. It'll be a miracle if she still has it by the end of the night. Mrs. Kubota is tending the bar herself when Paco carries the mangled and bleeding Coyote into the Union. As soon as the boss lady eyes on a missing bartender, the place gets quiet, fast. By the time she rounds the bar to meet you, Coyote is the colour of wet spackle, and there's something new in her eye. Fear. This woman face down hellhounds, and the sight of Mrs. Kubota has her staring at the floor and mumbling. Woman, how dare you miss 2 shifts, then come back and bleed on my floor? I'm sorry, Mrs. Kubota. I had a run that went bad. Sokka, I can see that your arm is a mess. Was this a crusade again? Do not answer. It will only upset me further. You caused me to worry about your Coyote, and that distracted me from my business. Aye, Miss Coyote. My apologies again. Jerry, take her downstairs to Dr. Castle. Yes, ma'am. And tell Castle to put something new and shiny where that arm used to be. I can't afford a cyber arm. I am aware of your financial situation. When you are healed, we will just have this concept of giddy, the depth of honor. Now go bleed somewhere else. Her anger at Coyote's rashness slowly washes from her eyes and is replaced by tears. She sniffs and wipes them away, inclines her head to you. Domo arigato, Mr. Robato. I mean Deafjack. That girl is precious to me. It is not often when we see acts like these in the Barrens. You have performed a great service for my little family, and I welcome you into my home. Consider it yours while your work keeps you here. But we both know that words are mere air. Beyond my thanks, I offer you this remuneration. Please take it as a show of respect. I am honored, Mrs. Kubota. You are most welcome, and I offer more than the simple lodging. You will find that there is more to the Union than meets the eye. Below us is a small facility, available exclusively for discriminating independent operatives like yourselves. In it you will find vendors selling the best gear in the black market has to offer, a fully equipped cyber dock, and a secure place to rest while the dreck hits the fan, as they say. You are quite the entrepreneur. Indeed, normally I require a percentage of the runner's income for the use of this facility, but as I said, you are family now. Consider it on the house. To gain entrance, play GAFFC on the piano. Gafk. How may I be of service? Is Miss Delia here tonight? Yes, Miss Delia. Mr. Delilah is in the back bar. That's usually where he does his business. You mentioned Coyote's crusade. What is it? Coyote grew up in the Royale, managed to escape that life. However, her cousin is apparently not so lucky. He came to town about a year ago and fell in with the wrong circle. He was introduced to sim chips and became addicted to BTLs. Coyote has been tearing her way through chip houses for months now, searching for him and acting as a one-woman cleanup crew. If you don't mind, how did you get involved in all this? I am a former runner myself. Now I provide a safe haven and marketplace for runners who need a trustworthy place to congregate and do business. Any Johnsons or Fixers are here tonight? In addition to Mr. Delia, you may wish to speak to Van Grass. He is often stage side. Van Grass is most often a receiver of found articles, but he occasionally has work. Speak to Van Grass. Do you have anything we need to unload? He's also a fence. Fences are very handy. Ah, and Mr. Clean, the janitor that doesn't seem quite like a janitor. Far too clean. He leans on his seemingly brand new mop and surveying the crowd at the Union. The piano's a little out of tune. Check it out. Very subtle. Mr. Clue? The hulking troll bouncer in the immaculate suit stands as impassively as ever. The absence of dust on his broad shoulders is the only real indication that the man ever moves. He nods to you when you approach. Evening. I see Coyote is back, looking only a little worse for wear. We have you to thank for that? Having her back part, yes. You have the gratitude of everyone here, especially mine. I couldn't stomach losing anyone else so soon after what happened to Sam. You're just a big old sheepdog, aren't you? Not the comparison made of most trolls, but I'm happy to defy expectations. Mind if I ask you a few questions? I haven't minded so far. You hear anything else about Sam's death? People are saying that it was the Ripper, but people often say a lot of things that they don't know or don't understand. Know where I can find a fence? I think Van Grass, at the bar, near the stage, or the dwarf with the cyber eye. Can't miss him. How long have you been working for Mrs. Kubota? I crawled in here after I awoke. Mrs. Kubota took me in and gave me a job. I've been here ever since. Do you have to pay extra for a manicure for hands that big? It's not the size they charge for, it's more the blood under the fingernails. Get you around.